Well, it's the same message we have every week, is just trying to get prepared and play what's in front of us. Obviously, these games are coming down to the finals, Final Four, and there's a bunch of teams competing for spots. And, we struggle with consistency in some areas, and we have another opportunity to go up to Cairns and see where we're at. And, our guys know what's in front of them. They're still quite positive about everything that we're doing. And a lot of it is self-inflicted wounds that we'll just have to see if we can avoid.
About to say it's a big couple of games coming up, but they're all big games, as you rightly say all the time. But Adelaide's come good as well, obviously, ahead of Sunday's game. But I guess you're full focus on tomorrow night first.
Yeah, I mean, we don't talk about Adelaide until we get to Adelaide. So we've had a couple of days to recover from the trip from New Zealand and refocused yesterday on Cairns, and then we'll just go tomorrow and obviously do the best we can and play as hard as we can, and then we'll worry about Adelaide when we get to Adelaide. So that's been, our theme since I've been here, of just playing what's in front of you and worrying about the day ahead of you and not looking too far down the schedule. And we know that obviously the season's coming to an end and there's a lot of teams fighting for spots, but we control some of that if we can get some wins across the line. If not, we'll be on the outside, watching.
What's your read on Cairns at the moment? Is it hard to get a read on how they're tracking? Obviously, a really good win we had up there last time with Jack's Buzzard beat, but how do you approach them tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think, for the most part with us, it's always been about us and not really the other teams. So, Cairns will be quite dangerous in that building, and they have a lot of quality scorers over there. But ultimately, it will be about us and our discipline to not have excessive fouls, to make our foul shots, to have limited turnovers, and make sure our shot selection and defense is on point. I mean, really, we concentrate really more on ourselves than worrying about the other teams, and we'll do that the rest of the way out.
Max spoke about his foul shooting in the press conference after the New Zealand game. How do you keep him up and about, I suppose, and positive when he's at the free throw line, when he's playing so well in all other aspects of the game?
Well, I think the thing with him is they know that, like anyone else, as long as they're doing the work and putting the time in, which he does after practice, and he actually shoots them quite well, that you just got to stay with him and see if he can get to the other side of this. Again, we're not asking him to be an 80 or 90% foul shooter. Can he get into the mid 60s? And at that point, then start to improve at some level. So this is not anything more right now for him. I think much more mental than mechanical, and you got to stay with him. And then when the games get close at the end of the games, you have to make decisions whether or not to leave him on the floor. But to this point, he's done a great job of creating a lot of fouls for us and allowing us to get to the foul line, which we haven't been able to do very much. Now we got to capitalize on the fouls that he's creating and getting us in the bonus early.
What about Marcus? Obviously had a really great back half of the season. That you've been so settled and consistent with the starting five. Have you ever been tempted to bring Mags into the starting five or mix it up a little? Or are you pretty happy to keep Marcus in there?
We've had discussions probably every week about that move, but ultimately, Magne's playing about 20 minutes a game when he's up and fit and running and not in foul trouble. And I think starting out the game, Marcus has been relatively good. So I think we'll stay with that formula, but you never know. They both obviously at times deserve to be on the floor a little bit more than others, but Magne probably is ultimately just a 20 to 25 minute player when healthy, and the energy he provides, and trying to get him as many of those minutes as we possibly can, and then the luxury of having Marcus, who has actually been playing very well in those short minutes that he's been getting, just to have a tag team effort by those two.
How close is Winthrop coming back into the team? We asked Rad about it last week, and he said that it's a bit of a wait and see at the moment still. Any update on Winthrop?
Yeah, well, only thing I can tell you is he's not practiced 5-on-5 with us yet, so until that happens, I couldn't probably give you a fair estimate, and that's a little bit out of my area with RC taking care of that stuff. But as of yesterday, he has not played 5-on-5 with us yet, and we're hopeful and keep our fingers crossed that we'll have him back by the last game of the season, but we'll see where we're at.
And to be third, obviously having the close losses that you've had, but to have Majuk as your only injury and to be where you are at this stage of the season with 4 games to go, you must be pretty rapt to be in the position that you are.
Yeah, I mean, every team's navigating stuff during the year. We had injuries early on. Magne was injured early on. We've had a few bumps and bruises there. We had a little bit of a momentum drop when obviously Milt went away to the States for about those 6 or 7 days, and then trying to recover his playing shape. So we've had some adversity like a lot of teams do. Knock on wood, we've been relatively healthy in general. And our guys, like I said, they remain positive. They do the right things. There's just a very high level of consistency in their character and who they are and their beliefs, and they know what's in front of them. And we'll see if we're able to rally around some things and try to create some momentum with a few wins.
That's all from me. Thank you very much. Good luck.
All right, buddy.
Anything further?
Yeah, our guys don't. We don't sulk about winning and losing. We just sulk. We make sure that we're on point the next day. So, you're disappointed when you lose games without question. Our guys are quite competitive, but then you just got to be able to turn the page and move on.